Susie Jackson of Charleston, South Carolina. The date, August 18, 2015. Whereas Emmanuel African Methodist Church, located at 110 Calhoun Street in South Carolina, had a long history of abolitionist activities and civil rights involvement going back to the days of Denmark Vesey and Reverend Morris Brown, whose work at Emmanuel ultimately contributed to their freedom, well-being, and quality of life for all citizens of the United States, regardless of ethnicity. And whereas the basis for Emmanuel AME started in 1816 by Reverend Morris Brown, in affiliation with Bishop Richard Allen, when black members separated from Charleston's segregated Methodist Episcopal Church to form a new religious body that continued until 1834, when all black churches were outlawed in South Carolina. And whereas Emmanuel AME Church was formally organized and the name Emmanuel, meaning God with us, was officially adopted in 1865. And whereas Mrs. Susie Jackson, born in Charleston, South Carolina, in 1928, attended Emmanuel AME Church all of her life until being united there with her husband, Walter Jackson. And whereas to their union, Walter Jackson was born, who, upon his adulthood, met and married Eleanor Jackson, his childhood sweetheart. Further, the couple decided to relocate over 40 years ago to the city of East Cleveland, where they have lived and raised their 3 children, Walter, Timothy, and Ina, with the encouragement and blessing of Mother Susie Jackson, who often visited them, having last been in East Cleveland during the first week of June 2015. Whereas on the evening of June 17, 2015, during a prayer service at Emmanuel AME Church, Mrs. Susie Jackson was shot and killed along with 8 other parishioners, allegedly by 21-year-old Dylan Brewer, and it has caused profound loss to the Jackson family. Whereas Walter and Eleanor Jackson, during their 40 years of residency on Noble Road in the city of East Cleveland, having been provided a firm service foundation by Emmanuel AME and Mother Susie Jackson, have been fine role models from Emmanuel, as well as valuable assets to the city of East Cleveland, by the maintenance of their homes, the mentoring of neighborhood youth, and the sharing of their resources to the city's general well-being. Now, therefore, I, Gary Norton Jr., proclaim today Susie Jackson Family Day in the city of East Cleveland. God bless you.